The Man Who Took the Sun. There once was a poor peddler named Conrad, who wandered from village to village with his pack of needles, ribbons, and pots. One hot midday, he came upon an old man sitting beneath an oak tree, dressed in a ragged cloak, yet with eyes bright as fire. The old man raised his hand toward the blazing sun, reached as though plucking fruit, and lo, a golden coin fell into his palm, warm and shining. Conrad stared in wonder. "How was this done, Father?" The old man smiled thinly. "The sun is generous to those who ask with open hand and empty heart. Try if thou hast need." Conrad, whose purse was lighter than his shadow, lifted his arm toward the sun, spread his fingers, and grasped. At once a heavy golden coin dropped into his hand, hotter than any forge. He laughed aloud with delight. But in the same moment the sky grew dark. A great cry arose from the fields and houses, for the sun had vanished utterly. No light remained save the pale glimmer of stars that should not yet be seen. Conrad looked at the coin in horror. It burned his skin, yet he dared not drop it. He ran back to the oak, but the old man was gone, and only a dry leaf whirled where he had sat. Night fell, though it was midday. The bitter cold came with it. Birds fell frozen from their branches. Rivers began to ice over. Conrad, filled with fear and guilt, set out to find the old magician and restore what he had stolen. First, he met a shepherd who said, "Climb the highest mountain and throw the coin back into the air to return it to its rightful place." Conrad climbed until his hands bled, hurled the coin skyward with all his strength, but it fell back to earth, and the darkness remained. Next he met a wise woman by a frozen stream. She told him, "Bury the coin in the earth and beg forgiveness of the roots." He dug until his fingers ached, buried the coin, and prayed through the night. But then he uncovered it at dawn that was no dawn. The coin lay gleaming, and the sky was still black. Then he came to a blacksmith whose forge gave the only light for miles. The smith said, "Melt the coin and hammer it into a mirror to reflect the sun back into the heavens." Conrad labored 3 days at the bellows, melted the gold, and beat it thin and bright. Yet when he held the mirror aloft, no light answered, for there was none to reflect. At last, weary and despairing, Conrad reached a ruined tower at the edge of the world. There sat the old magician, calm as before, warming his hands over a small fire. "Thou hast come far," said the magician. "Hast thou learned?" "I have learned only sorrow," answered Conrad, falling to his knees. "Take back the coin and restore the sun, I beseech thee." The old man took the golden disc, now cold and dull, and with a single motion cast it upward. It rose like a spark, grew brighter and larger, until it hung once more in its rightful place, flooding the world with warmth and light. Flowers opened, though it was winter. The ice melted in rivers. Men and beasts rejoiced. The magician looked sternly upon Conrad. "The sun gives freely to those who take with humility, but greed plucks it from the sky. And remember this, seek not to grasp silver from the moon at night, for her gifts are colder, and her anger slower to mend." Conrad bowed low and returned home a poorer man in purse, but richer in wisdom.